So let's start with you, Ashley, tonight. So as a captain, I just want to know what you think of the team performance over the weekend.
Well, I think we started off really, really strong, and I think that we sustained that throughout the whole weekend. You know, we might not be playing a Big Ten team, so you never know how teams are going to show up to play, depending on who the other side is. But I think that we showed up really, really well, and you know, we played consistent, and we had effort 100% of the time throughout the whole weekend.
Definitely. And for you individually, I want to know what you attribute your performance from this weekend to, because, I mean, obviously you're all tournament, you're MVP, you had many, many kills. So what do you think was your factor for performing well this weekend?
I think it was just, you know, it was our first weekend at home. We have a new set of girls, and you know, we already played one tournament, but playing in front of a home crowd and having a new coach is, you know, totally different. And just trying to play the best and be the best leader I can, and to get our team fired up and ready to go. And I think by me performing and giving effort will help the whole team. And you know, everyone played really, really well, so it worked.
Definitely. And what do you think about that new coach? Have you guys gelled with the team so far?
You know, we've only been together for a couple days, but I think everyone, you know, is pretty comfortable for the most part. I mean, you never know. He was only here a day before we actually came into a tournament, and it didn't seem to affect our playing, just being all frazzled or, you know, uncomfortable with what was going on. So I think it's really gelled so well together so far.
And what did you think about your competition tonight? Because I know that this upcoming weekend you're going to be facing probably your biggest competition so far this season. So how do you think the competition tonight will prep you for next weekend?
You know, I think it just helps us work on our game. I mean, no matter who the other opponent is, all we can do is focus on what we're doing and to give the best effort and to work on little things that we need to get better at. And every opponent helps us do that. So as long as we play our best and do the things that we need to do, it'll help us no matter what.
Great. And then Hugh, you've got a perfect record as a coach so far, so how does that feel?
Could be time to retire. You know? No, it's a good start. And it was never about the result this weekend. It was so much more about, as Ashley was saying, about the effort and the consistency of our intent out there. And so I'm happy with what we did and what we were able to achieve. And you know, we look forward to building on that through the course of this week and over the course of the season.
Definitely. And heading into practice this week before you go over to Texas, are there specific things that you know you want to work on? Is there anything that you saw over these 3 games that you really want to focus on?
Yeah. It's a pretty good list of things that we've got to talk about. And that's okay. But there are a lot of big things that are in place. So mainly it's just about trying to get everyone on the same page philosophically at this point, and then adding some layers of technical stuff that we need to get better at. So it'll take some time, and I know we don't have a ton of it, but one of the things I was most impressed with over the course of this weekend with these athletes was that they're not only capable of listening, they're capable of learning, and I think that's a really big quality in functional teams, is just, you know, the ability to make change. So it seemed like when we were talking about stuff, people were able to grasp the concept and apply it. That's good.
And what did you think about the teams that you guys saw this weekend? Obviously, they're not conference and they're smaller teams, but what was your thoughts?
Quite honestly, we weren't paying a ton of attention to them during the matches. It was much more about Minnesota and, you know, trying to figure out some things about us, learn about our team, and look at some different lineups, some different matchups. I don't know. At this stage in the preseason, it's seldom going to be about the opponent.
That's all I have.